Soo-yeon is in the middle of a painful breakup with her boyfriend at a restaurant. She's crying and desperately begging him not to leave her, even offering to go to bed with him if that's what it takes. Her ex coldly rejects her, reminding her that he was the one who liked her first and she just went along with it. The breakup is messy and emotional. Soo-yeon is left devastated. Cut to the next morning. Soo-yeon wakes up next to her new boyfriend, Jae-hyun Shin. He's sweet, gentle, and currently making her breakfast, fried rice, while wearing an apron. Soo-yeon is still shaken from what she thinks might have been a nightmare about the breakup. Jae-hyun notices she's spacing out and gently asks if she's okay and if she had a bad dream. Trying to shake off the lingering feelings, Soo-yeon becomes clingy and playful. She tells him it's nothing, then boldly asks him to take off his clothes but leave the apron on because it looks sexy. Jae-hyun is surprised but happy. They start getting intimate, kissing and getting close, but the mood is interrupted when Soo-yeon's phone rings. Later, while spending time with Jae-hyun, Soo-yeon reflects on how different he is from her ex. Dating Jae-hyun feels peaceful and safe. Everything goes smoothly. He's handsome, kind, does all the housework, and makes her feel cared for. She thinks to herself that other women would kill to have a guy like him. She even tells herself she needs to forget that bad dream and just be happy now. However, deep down, Soo-yeon can't fully shake her past. She realizes that being overpowered and dominated, the thrilling but toxic dynamic she had with Hugh Ji-han, is more her style. She wonders why she keeps thinking about that asshole so much today. There's clear internal conflict. She knows Jae-hyun is the stable choice, but part of her misses the intensity of her previous relationship. The episode ends with Soo-yeon hugging Jae-hyun tightly, trying to convince herself she's happy now, while her mind keeps drifting back to the unresolved feelings and trauma from her ex.
The episode begins with a sweeping night view of the city and the text, 6 years ago. This takes us back to the time when Soo-yeon first crossed paths with the man who would become her complicated ex, Hwee-ju-han. Back to present after work. Cut to now. Soo-yeon is walking a few steps behind her colleagues after office hours. The girls are buzzing with excitement about the new team leader, Hwee-ju-han. They gush about how handsome he is, how cool he looked in his indie band days in college, and how his ideal type is a woman who cuts fruit well. One colleague squeals that she's jealous of his ex-girlfriend. Soo-yeon listens in silence, her face growing tighter. Internally, she's exhausted. Oh, this is so exhausting. Later, alone, Soo-yeon buys a cute cat charm keychain advertised as one that makes your wish come true. She clutches it tightly and prays, "Please stop that team leader bastard from messing with me anymore." She hopes it can protect her heart. Office teasing. Back at the office, the gossip continues. Her colleagues push. "Doesn't it make you feel special?" One even says she likes it when a guy is only good to her and no one else. Soo-yeon weakly replies, "He's just kind." Inside, she admits the truth. If a guy like Mr. Han asked her out, it would shake her up. Evening with Jae-hyun, emotional vulnerability. That night, Soo-yeon is with her current boyfriend, Jae-hyun Shin. She's clearly on edge. She asks him to hold her and wonders out loud if he ever thinks about marrying her. Jae-hyun responds gently, but Soo-yeon thinks, "This isn't the time for this, Jae-hyun." In her mind, she craves more. "I said to kiss me, but you should wrap me up in a tight hug and listen to everything I have to say. Make me feel like you like me so much you can't bear it, even if you act a bit controlling." She knows Jae-hyun is considerate and kind to everyone, but that's exactly the problem. Why are you the least attentive to me, the one you're supposed to be with forever? Cinema date, the breaking point. The two go on a date to the cinema for a 4D movie. The seats shake wildly as the action plays. Jae-hyun looks effortlessly handsome even in the silly 3D glasses. Soo-yeon sits stiffly with her popcorn, lost in thought. She reflects guiltily. "I know being shaken by my ex when I have a guy who looks this handsome even in those 3D glasses makes the complete trash. But..." Suddenly, Jae-hyun gets a message. He tells her it's from the author and he needs to step outside to call her. Soo-yeon's face falls. Is work really that important? Can't you just say it's your day off? Jae-hyun apologizes softly. "I'm really sorry, Soo-yeon. You should have stayed to watch the movie." He asks how he can make her feel better. Soo-yeon looks at him, eyes vulnerable, and simply says, "Kiss me."
The episode begins with narration and glowing panels. I've always been interested in handsome men ever since I was young. We see young Ha-young Kang, Soo-yen Hani, struggling in university. She's passionate about drawing idealized handsome men for her graduation exhibition, complete with feminist messaging about perfect proportions and curves. Her professor rejects the idea harshly. Devastated and drunk, she slams her hand on the table and declares she'll dedicate her life to handsome men. One day, after endless deadlines, the glowing cat charm keychain appears before her. She makes a desperate wish. Present day, dream versus reality. Intense, sparkling sex scenes interrupt the story. Soo-yen lost in passion with a muscular, earring-wearing man, Hui-Hu John. Heavy breathing, clothes being torn, skin glowing. These are intrusive fantasies triggered by the wish. Cut to morning reality. Soo-yen looks exhausted with dark circles before an important client presentation. A colleague worries about her. She forces a bright, "I'm completely fine" smile and okay sign. During prep, she nearly falls. Mr. Han grabs her arm and teases that he can still tell when she's nervous. Soo-yen is rattled. Office tension. She internally panics. I want to smash the regram button to pieces, and tries to focus. Pull yourself together, Soo-yen. The bid is tomorrow. During the presentation, she stands tensely while Mr. Han is involved. Evening, the fight with Jae-hyun. Soo-yen comes home drained. Jae-hyun greets her kindly and suggests celebrating. His constant sweetness and consideration finally make her snap. "I'm sick of you being so kind to everyone." She feels guilty immediately. "I know I'm a terrible person. This is just my greed." But she admits she craves the intense, obsessive love she sees in webcomics, not polite, safe boyfriend behavior. Jae-hyun gets defensive. "Why do you keep getting the wrong idea? And don't make a big deal out of nothing unless you want to break up." Soo-yen feels pathetic and starts shaking. He asks if she's nervous. "It's not like we've never done this before." Colleagues gossip and Jae-hyun's good guy image. Flashbacks show why Soo-yen is frustrated. Jae-hyun is hardworking, replies to drafts on weekends, joins team drinks, and is always available. Colleagues even whisper he doesn't seem to like his girlfriend much because he prioritizes work and his band. His female bandmate keeps contacting him, and Soo-yen hates that he won't set clear boundaries. Climax and inner monologue. Soo-yen reflects on how she pretends to be cool while feeling clingy and overreacting. The glowing cat charm wish looms over everything. She got a taste of the bad boy passion she wanted, but it's destroying her current relationship and peace of mind. The episode ends on her emotional exhaustion, torn between guilt, desire, and the growing realization that her wish has made everything far more complicated.